It's time now for the Peter Channel Saturday Morning News on this Saturday morning, June 18th, 2016. And good morning to you all on this lovely Saturday morning, June 18th, 2016. Here are your news and odds on our top 3 8 a.m. on this Saturday morning is with 2 more polls released on Thursday. Hillary Clinton is riding the 12th poll winning streak over Donald Trump elsewhere. USA Today Susan Page spoke with third place candidate Gary Johnson and Bernie Sanders dressed as supporters and vowed. The man charged with in the killing of a British politician Joel Cox appeared in Westminster Court Saturday with a defiant message. The Orlando shooter and his wife exchanged text messages during the Pulse nightclub reference law enforcement official briefed the investigation told CNN. Cairo court delivers verdicts in the case of 11 defendants accused of leaking state secrets and Qatar. Fallujah, Iraq. Iraqi forces surrounded the main hospital Saturday, citing an exchange in fire with Islamic State militants besieging inside an attempt to cling to the remaining position of the city the first they managed to control 2.5 years ago. Brussels. Belgian police arrested 12 people who may have been planning attacks on the people watching Belgium's soccer game in public places on Saturday, spokesman for the country's federal prosecutor said. Nami in danger. A group that tracks on extremist activity says Boko Haram claimed to have killed 7 apostates in an attack on the military barracks in southeast Niger. Russians go to the polls as September chose a new Duma, the first national election since the parliamentary ballot of 2011 and presidential vote in 2012. Pakistan reopened the main border crossing with Afghanistan was closed earlier this week while clashes between the two sides over Pakistan's constructed a gate to curb illegal cross-border movement, two security officials said Saturday. UK astronaut Tim Peake is back on Earth after a historic 6-month stay at the International Space Station, Australia's capital, carrying Major Peake and 2 of the crew members sit down in Kazakhstan at 10:15 British Standard Time. Felipe Morel works up in the hospital bed at night, still thinks he smells gunpowder. He'll wake after the shooting and reference to the Pulse nightclub in Orlando. Middle New York, a long-haul plan to build a power generated wind farm by the coast of New York is gathering momentum and that's sparking concern of commercial fishermen who fear. The turbines were rooted area rich with scalps. Washington, Democrats pushing the gun curbs after the latest mass shooting in the United States are co-operating with a Republican mentor to build some public support and defending opposition. Time to get tough for national security. Washington, IEX Group Incorporated won a regulatory approval to launch a new stock exchange that slows at the speed of trade and Clinton and hard-fought win over competitors that said it in this model threat investor ability to follow them ever faster markets. Big changes are coming to Costco next week, starting Monday. Also, storage chat. Costco has switched to credit card providers and Visa entered 60-year relationship with American Express. The boardroom battle raged in the media company Viacom incorporated world or off forgotten contingent Viacom workforce over the last 6 months. Viacom employs the MTV company Central, Nickelodeon, VH1, BET, and Paramount Pictures of Men. Employees of casualties of chaos in the corporate world. Arkansas's unemployment rate slipped to 3.8% in May, the lowest since records dated the 1957 U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics said on Friday. Boston, Republican Governor Charlie Baker and the Democratic-controlled legislature considered ways to deal with expected a timely shortfall of state tax revenues. The problem came to the forefront this past weekend, threatened to slow financial negotiations of Massachusetts' nearly $40 billion budget for the fiscal year. Starting July 1st, could also overshadow working over major bills pending on Beacon Hill. Entering the final weeks of the 2015-2016 legislature session, the Baker administration announced that state tax collections in the new fiscal year will fall as much as $750 million below original projections. Boston and Coast Guard police have suspended search for the 47-year-old man missing in the water off Cape Cod in East Dam. The world is getting warmer, and now scientists say that the carbon dioxide levels at the South Pole are the highest than they've been getting in 4 million years. Excess number of Jupiters were discovered in Mystery 67 West beyond high concentration of those gas giants in the dead star cluster. Giant animals which roamed the Earth at the end of the Ice Age may have met the match from a 1-2 punch to the human hunters and climate change. It was considered the ancient galaxy SXDF NB1006-2, which is 13.1 billion light years from Earth, and likely formed just after the universe's dark ages. Seattle. A Seattle hospital says about 650,000 patients since 2011 might have been exposed to hepatitis B. Because of lapse in the screening procedures. In Peabody, Massachusetts, an early morning injection at 4:05 a.m. on 128 Southbound by Lowell Street, roll over their injection. Peter Chaldusa, 8:05. Time for sports report. Last night, the Boston Red Sox lost to the Seattle Mariners 8-4. Tonight, Sox and the Mariners square off at 4:05 p.m. at Fenway Park. And at 7 o'clock, the New England Revolution will be taken out at Football Club Vancouver at Vancouver at 7 o'clock, which is 4 o'clock their time. Really? If he finally got the break to win the first major championship it's going to be in the U.S. Open, those golf carts go see and once famously played by sure said Frogs Locust and Fire to play. For finally stepping off the decision from the International Association of Athletics Federation to extend the ban on Russia and will keep his own company at Olympus with Bitter Street. And the silver lining in the Boston Red Sox loss was David Tease's 521st career homer. David Tease's been doing very good lately. Peter Chaldusa is now 8:06 on this Saturday morning. It's time now for a traffic and transit report. Let's take you on the rundown where 195 in the eastbound side. Little slow from 95 in Providence all the way after 195. Route 3 on the southbound side, and it's slow go for the Hanover stretch. Route 3 on the northbound side, a little slow at 220, Rockland all the way after Derby Street and Hingham. Route 6 on both ends, a little slow, running hard down in Chatham on both ends of Route 6. I-84 the eastbound side, a little slow just around the Mass Pike and Sturbridge, but eastern Massachusetts and Massachusetts highways are looking good. Taking it up in the northern New England where Vermont North Jamaica highways are looking good. I-87 on the southbound side, little slow after the Canadian border up in Plattsburgh, New York around Route 11. I-87 on the southbound side, little slow before I-84 Newburgh. Out of Connecticut, 95 on the northbound side, little slow to Old Saybrook. Down to New York City, Long Expressway on the eastbound side, little slow on the Queen Stretch, 670 out of the northbound side, so from Route 27 in. JFK Airport all the way out to Queens, and all the way Long Expressway. Grand Central Parkway, little slow from Long Expressway all the way out to Flushing. Brooklyn Queens Expressway, a little slow from Brooklyn all the way out to Long Expressway to the westbound side, a little slow to the Bronx Stretch, 270 out of the westbound side, a little slow before the Long Expressway. Lincoln Tunnel in the eastbound side, a little slow. 95 on both ends, a little slow from the George Washington Bridge right into the box. New Jersey Turnpike and Guard Street Parkways are looking good. Highways and byways New York City are looking good, and New York State are looking good. 190 on the southbound side, a little slow from the Niagara Falls. 76 on the eastbound side, a little slow around Center City, Philadelphia. 95 on the southbound side, a little slow around South Philadelphia headed towards Chester. But highways and byways of Pennsylvania are looking good. Highways and byways of Maryland, D.C. are looking good. Except on Route 50 on the eastbound side, a little slow around the Bowie Stretch end. 95 and 895 on both ends around the Baltimore Harbor Tunnel. Little slow around the Baltimore Stretch. 95 on the southbound side, a little slow to freeze all the way at the Stafford. 95 on the southbound side, a little slow to Fredericksburg. 95 on the southbound and northbound side, a little slow to Woodbridge, Virginia. And Route 40 the eastbound side, a little slow around the Capitol Beltway at Largo. Highways and byways of Virginia are looking good. In the Midwest, I-94 in the eastbound side, a little slow from Ann Arbor to Detroit. I-75 on the southbound side. 96 on the southbound side, a little slow west of Detroit. But Interstate 90 is looking good from Erie all the way up to Chicago. I-80 is looking from New York all the way up to Cleveland. And I-71 on the northbound side, a little slow on the northbound side headed towards Cleveland. And I-290 and 94 on the eastbound side, a little slow around the Chicago stretch around 290. 35 W1 on the northbound side, a little slow in Minneapolis. And 45 on the southbound side, a little slow around 610 in Houston. 45 on the northbound side, a little slow headed towards Houston. I-85 on the southbound side, a little slow between Greensboro and Charlotte, North Carolina. And I-15 on I-10 on the westbound side, a little before I-15 in San Bernardino, California. And I-5 on the northbound side, a little slow, just around I-90, just around Seattle. Alright, MBTA Transit Alert. Subway system, it's looking good. Wave alert. For Orange Line, buses replaced an Orange Line service between four stills at regular stations on Saturday and Sunday from the start to the end of the service. Due to some ongoing scheduled truck work, midday Whistle Line trains may be experiencing some delays. Train special alerts will be needed, and please put all Whistle Line trains on the platforms at Westburg Refton Station today. And select Haverhill Line trains will be suspended between North Wilmington and Haverhill on both ways on June 18th will allow ongoing truck construction. But MBTA commuter rails looking good and the ferries they out looking good. Perry Channel News Times now 8:10 on this Saturday morning, and it's time now for a weather report. And while you're sleeping in the overnight hours, you may have heard some rumbles of thunder here in the Norton area with some rain showers. But it turned out to be a beautiful, clear night and expect to be a clear day and temperatures for today. Will be some sunny skies about 81 degrees. Calm will be coming in northeast wind 6 miles in the morning. Tonight, most coast got about 51 degrees. Southeast about 5 miles coming calm in the evening. So if you're going to the Norton Founders Day picnic, 5 p.m. will be sunny and 77, 7 p.m. sunny and 74, and 9 p.m. clear skies at 64 degrees. So it'll be a perfect day, perfect evening to celebrate the Founders Day picnic with all my fellow Northerners. For Sunday, sunny and most clear skies, about 80, low at 55 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 8 miles or so. We got Father's Day plans being golfing, barbecuing, boating, fishing, cookouts, baseball. You're going to have a perfect Father's Day on tap for tomorrow. But Monday, sunny to most clear skies with Petrobog on Monday night, 9 to 82, about 58 degrees. South about 5 to 8 miles per hour. We crank up the humidity for a little bit. Tuesday, showers and thunderstorms likely maybe between 2 and 3 p.m. Putsask got 82 degrees, just based at 6%. So that, check the showers and thunderstorms before 10 p.m. Petrobog after 5 a.m. Otherwise, most of the cost got low at 58 degrees and just based at 30%. Wednesday, most of the sunny podcast got 81 about 57 degrees. Thursday, most sunny podcast got 70 about 55 degrees. And for Friday, most sunny got about 78 degrees. Currently and not near, it's fair sky 63 degrees, humidity 70%. And 17 above Celsius. And that's going to be for the Peter Channel Saturday morning news on the Saturday morning, June 18th, 2016. I'm Peter. Have a good day, and I'll see you for an 11 o'clock late night report. Have a good day.